group, just what do you kind of take away from the D tackles? Obviously, we have some experienced guys and some young guys mixed in.
Well, I tell you what, man. Today is the first day of pass with Rusty. As you know, we haven't been in football the last 2 or 3 months. But the kids, they're hustling and they're listening. And I always tell them, I say, guys, you can start spring off great, but how are you gonna feel the middle of spring? At 8 days of spring, 9 days of spring. I say we got to keep being consistent in everything we do, off the field and on the field. That's the most important thing. Doing the little things right and being consistent.
How is Darryl different 12 months later from when he got here versus now?
The difference, he's gotten in better shape, and he's understanding our system, the way we play in our culture here at Florida State University.
What can Grady bring to that road for you guys?
Grady's a tough kid, maturity, and he's showing some good stuff. And like I said, we just been in the past just one day, but he's a mature young man. I like Grady.
Is there anybody that's shown the most consistency early on?
Excuse me?
Is there anybody that's shown the most consistency early on?
Ask me that question about 7th, 8th practice. Not trying to be funny, but everybody out there, we've been in practice just one day, but I like the way we're working though.
KJ Sampson, obviously very young kid a year ago when he got here. Now he's got a year under his belt. How has KJ worked forward, and what do you like about KJ? What is it that's appealing to you about him?
KJ is a smart football player, and and he works hard. And I have to poke at him sometimes to, understand. Don't be too cool for school. You understand that? Because playing that defensive line, you got 630 pounds in front of you. When you line up, you got to be mentally and physically ready to play football. Striking blockers, snatching blockers away.
For Daniel Lyons to take the next step and become a guy you guys depend upon more, what does he have to do?
Be more consistent, off the field and on the field. That's the deal. Keep getting stronger and bigger. That's the thing I want to do. He's very talented.
When you bring in these transfers now, in the old days, you would have a guy for 3 years and teach him before he could get on the field. These guys sometimes you only have them for 1 year. So is there a lot of teaching, just the way you guys want to do things, even though they played a lot of football?
The thing about it, how we look at transfer here at Florida State University, we do a good job. We bringing the kid that fit our culture, that fit us. So if a kid gonna come here, he gonna want to come here because he want to work and he want to get better. And that's the key I created Coach Norvell for as a head coach. He gonna bring the people in here that gonna fit us and gonna work. So therefore, that kid gonna fall in line with our coach at Florida State.
Yesterday was pro day. Obviously, Braden didn't do much because he was so good in Indianapolis. But how proud are you of him and just what he's done in this process?
I'm very proud of Braden. Braden came here business-like, wanted to get done what he had to do. He had 1 year to do it, and he put everything in it. And being a professional off the field, professional on the field.
Derek Naughty's back in town. Have you been able to catch up with him?
Oh, yeah.
I know he's one of your favorites.
Yeah, we've been talking a lot, and he's telling people, oh, man, Coach Haggins is this, he was softy, but deep down, he know I love him. But I'm so proud of him. That young man came in here. He earned everything. He got 7 years in the league and played in 4 Super Bowl, won 3. That's a blessing. He earned it by hard work and doing things the right way.
So Braden out here talking to the players, trying to get them pointers and things like that. I mean, just how much do you enjoy when the former players kind of help out?
Sometimes those kids, our former guys, can come out here and talk to those players and say things to them we've been saying to them for a whole year and make sense to them. They say it just one time. And I got to stop, man.